Where's that blood coming from?
He's telling me you and your wife have separated.
We're gonna get past this, we'd all be
Hey, green team, you remember
When Vince,
Chalk too?
Sean Sharma taunts Julia, Kelsey slaps her about protocol. She admits she almost doesn't like him, but he reminds her that she is marrying him. As a gunman approaches the tent, she hides her knife in her boot and raises her hands. Jason Hayes, David Boreanaz arrives at his residence and informs Emma, Kerry Medes Zero, that her generation definitely defines begin ready differently, as she stands in front of him with a towel on her head and brushing her teeth. He encourages her to hurry up and enters the kitchen, where his estranged wife, Alana, Michaela McManus, is standing. They joke around before she confronts him about finding Nate's, Daniel Gillies' burner phone in his toolbox. When she asks him if he was having an affair with Molly, he doesn't respond. Alana confirms she has no plans to discuss it with Molly. Jason and Ray, Neil Brown Jr. watch as the Naval Combat Training Center trainees run the course. He complains about Clay Spencer, Max Theriot pushing his squad too hard, but Ray believes it's more about Jason's ego because Spencer is breaking his record. When they finish the run, Adam, Michael Irby reminds him that his squad is only as good as its slowest member. Meanwhile, Mandy Ellis, Jessica Pear summons the SEAL team and plays a tape of a US research vessel being stolen in the South China Sea to them. She discloses who was on board, and Mandy presents the team to her Southeast Asia expert Sam Roberts, Jonathan McLean, the area's leading piracy analyst. Because of the war on terror, Jason is enraged that they are awaiting a green light to proceed. Clay sits at the pub with Brian, J. Hayden, who is frustrated about being in the crew's bottom five. Brian claims he is better than this, and he is, but the guys only mentioned him because of his attitude since the moment he arrived. Brian stated that during their time in Team 3, Clay was the only person he was positive would be a Tier 1 operator, and he wants to know what happened to that person. Stella approaches Clay, claiming she is tired of waiting for him to call her and joking that he isn't Dog the Bounty Hunter. She wants to know if she's a color or a number. He's startled she's heard of frog hogs and wonders why she'd hang out here. He claims to know what she is, referring to her as a tourist, someone looking for an adventure before settling down in her ivory tower lifestyle. She gets outraged and goes away, claiming that he did not disappoint her, but simply stopped to surprise her. Sonny, AJ, Buckley and Davis, Tony trucks argue while they work on the ship model, attempting to locate the captives. Sonny dislikes swimming, but it's their only route in, with 2 assault squads and sniper overwatch. Davis knows exactly what he needs to prepare. As they walk, Jason questions Ray about the NSA surveillance he did last year, specifically about tracking phones. Jason admits that Alana discovered a burner phone and guesses it's a hoe phone, while Ray laughs that he could have been talking to a reporter in deep throat manner. Ray wants Jason to be reunited with his wife, Alana, but rummaging through Nate's phone won't get him there. Jason and Ray visit the church where Molly has given Nate's automobile. Nancy, Tia Cozy hands them the keys. As they sit in the car, Ray tells Jason about the times and dates of the calls, and they realize Nate was in Norfolk at the time. Both are inquisitive about what is there, as it is the same address. Mandy is anxious because the ship has vanished from radar and the GPS has been turned off. When Jason and Ray receive the call, they rush to the base, where Mandy informs them that the spacecraft might be anywhere in an area the size of the continental United States by the time they arrive. Mandy says on the plane that they need to figure out where they're heading. Typhoon season exacerbates the current. Lieutenant Commander Blackbunner, Judd Lawman, declares that he is secure enough to switch off his GPS. Mandy deduces from the currents that they are most likely close to the Philippines and makes a fast call. Clay returns to training and dives on a grenade to save a teammate. Adam believes it is genuine Chuck Norris action and would make an excellent chapter in his book, but he, like his father, is too dead to write one. Clay claims he was just thinking about rescuing a hostage and a teammate. Adam claims his job was to get the prisoner to safety rather than to compete for medals. He is instructed to make sure the grenade goes high and they go low. Mandy informs the SEAL team that her source has informed her that they are on their way to Gilligan City to meet with someone in order to purchase the hostages. The buyer is Eduardo Mercado, Lloyd Barachina, who is also suspected of being responsible for the ferry attack that killed 70 people last month. He wants to purchase his way onto the international arena, and the cheapest way to do so is to buy American hostages and chop off their heads live on the internet. Ray reminds everyone what they'll be doing. Everyone is pestering Sonny about the shark-infested waters. Ray tells Jason that they have no right to be in Nate's life and advises him to tell Alana that the phone was a dead end. He wonders what telling her will solve. Davis informs Mandy at Clark Air Base that figuring out where they are was clever. When 3 vehicles arrive and a dozen individuals emerge, they try to call off the recon, but the squad is underwater and communication will not work until they surface. When Jason sees the men aboard the ship as they approach the boat, he shakes his head. They wait until it becomes dark, and Jason informs Sonny that they need to get this done quickly and dirty. Ray scales the later and kills one of the guys. Finally, communication is established, and they hear that they have 12 hostiles and that the captives are being picked up for transport. The Alpha squad is directed to remain on the bridge while Bravo goes below decks. When Jason informs the Alpha team that the Bravo team is approaching, they rush to the bridge. When Alpha arrives at the bridge, they hear a call for help because they are under attack. Another crew is on their way in and they have 4 minutes. They have secured 11 hostages while looking for the remaining 2. Mandy informs them that they must remove the captives as soon as possible because they only have 2 minutes. Jason gives Ray the dreaded look and says, "That's not the only way in here." Sonny and Ray are prepared for Jason to enter the room from the outside. He instructs Ray to buy some time because the people approaching are hostile. As a gunfight erupts, Jason rappels down the side of the ship, stabilizes his shoes, and shoots the gunman in the head. They manage to rescue Vince. All of the captives are in a boat and manage to escape when one of the American ships arrives and uses automatic weapons to kill the men on the pier. Spencer returns to the gym and apologizes to Brian for being a jerk, as Brian claims he was being preachy. Clay claims that something about the selection process has caused him to reconsider his life because he is now faced with the risk of not being able to do what he has dreamed of doing his entire life. Brian warns him that he is carrying a lot of weight. Brian Clay informs Clay that he may owe Stella an apology as well, and that she would be beneficial for him and everyone else since she may be the only one who can keep his ego in check. In the corridor, Davis runs into Mandy, but she declines to join them for a drink. Mandy explains it's not that she doesn't want to hang out, it's just that her work there complicates things. Davis thinks that being on the outside is preferable. Mandy maintains her distance out of necessity, not desire. Clay runs into Stella as they walk up to her house. He hands her a book and tells her she's a fantastic writer. She thinks this is a good apology and would give him a B+. He says he should go, and she suggests he should come in for a moment. As he says, SEALs prepare for all scenarios. She smiles at the flowers on her table. She thinks it's cool that he used his ninja talents to get in. They finish up pulling each other's clothes off in her room. Jason stands outside the address on Nate's phone, watching a woman leave. He takes a photo of her as she walks just past his truck.